Hey baby. Yo. How you doing? Hi, I'm RJ and welcome back to my mythos. Today I am talking through days 10 through 17 of the Made by Mitchell Advent Calendar for 2025. You heard all about it last year. With no further ado whatsoever, let's dive right in. Day 10 was a curve case trio. Now, this is this year named Triple Ember. It's another one that I need to get my handy dandy knife to open because these boxes are so damn tight. Otherwise the packaging's beautiful. Like, I didn't talk about this last week, but look at the packaging. It's so cool, and this whole swirl here is the sort of Northern Lights colour scheme for the calendar theme this year. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. He has absolutely killed it at that side. This is the curve case. It's just a blush case, a cream blush palette. This is what they look like. Now, I have a bone to pick here. These are beautiful. I will say that straight away. This product is great. These colours are really nice. They're a little bit darker than they're appearing on camera. And I am going to swatch them for you, but I am not going to swatch them from this palette. This palette is going to be saved so I can donate it. I'm going to swatch them from this palette, which is what we got in last year's calendar, which is the exact same colours, but differently named. Put that upside down, look at that. They've switched some of the names around, but the colours are absolutely the same. So yeah, that was a little bit tedious because I haven't used this much at all. I've used it, it's just not something I reach for a huge amount because the colours don't really work with my skin tone very well. So if this was different colours, maybe I would have used it more. Yet again, if you can hear bells ringing in the background, it's not Christmas joy, it's my cat fighting himself. He's ginger. So using my old version, I will do some swatches. These are the colours when you're actually in the palette. Again, they're not quite showing up as dark on camera as they are in person. Let me show you just to prove they're the exact same. This year, maybe this one is slightly more red toned, but the two pinks are exactly the same, which is, again, annoying. But this is the colours as they come out. I'll do you a swatch. Let's use my arm. Yeah, so you've got a nice brownish red tone. You've got a darker pink, a bit peachy coloured maybe, as I look at it. And then you've got bright, solid baby Barbie pink. Again, a bit darker in real life. These do blend out really nicely. Let me just show you with this one. So they do blend out to quite a natural looking flush. You can also, it's a lot easier to blend them out with a brush than your finger, I find, but you can also like spray your water onto these, spray it onto the brush and then go in on your face. And yeah, they blend out nicely. They're really lovely. Like I say, gorgeous product, not a problem with the product.
I have just thought, actually, you can, I believe, use these on your eyes, so I may use the one that I have as a bit of an eyeshadow base. That's probably a good way around, and also even more annoying, therefore, that they didn't give us, say, a green, a purple, and a white, or even a black, a white, and a pink.
Problem is that it's a repeat from 2024, and that's annoying. But credit where it's due, in 17 days it's the only repeat, and if anyone's ever had the Sephora Favourites advent calendar, it's the same advent calendar and new packaging every year. But the first repeat of Made by Mitchell 2025. Day 11, Shine Slime. Okay, now this is actually really cute. Made by Mitchell apparently wants us to be real shiny in 2026. because he's done yet another beautifully pearlescent holographic minor earthquake from my cat running past there. Shiny piece of goop. This is proper body slime. Sorry, my cat's going nuts. Yeah, this is full like 90s Barbie girl feel. I absolutely love it. It took a bit to get the pump going, but again, squirt it onto me. You can see. You rub it round, and you've got a nice glittery, shiny body. I am unashamed at saying I will absolutely cover myself in this for New Year's Eve, and then I'll probably forget I own it and it'll sit in a drawer until next year. But it's cute. I'm not opposed to it, and again, killing it with the packaging. Look at all these cute cats. Oh my god, yes. If nothing else, that's sold me on the product. But nice and simple. Body glitter. Day 12 is a powder blush quad. So we have the blush curve case, and then the cream blushes, and then this with the powder blushes. God, powder blushes. I can't say that without having to think about saying it. Powder blushes. Powder blushes. Again, cat knife. Yeah, this is cute. It's just a very kind of basic quad. I'm not going to swatch this because realistically I'm not using these colours. Like, this is far too dark for me. This is far too red for me. This is boring. And this, annoyingly, this would probably be quite a nice bronzer colour for me, but this palette's not made for my skin tone, which is fine. Not everything has to be made for me. And it is quite nice to see, again, dark skin tones are being catered for more this year in the advent calendar. You don't see that so often. So I'm not going to be churlish and complain that an industry that's mainly set up around... Sorry, the cat was trying to steal the cat knife. There's an irony there. Yeah, I'm not churlish enough to complain that an industry largely set up around my skin colour is catering to people darker than me. That would be ridiculous white girl privilege. But I am a bit sad not to use this because I've not really tried many of the powder blushes that Made by Mitchell gives out. I have, last year we got a single one, but it was like a really milkshake pink, so I don't use it a lot. I have put it on today, but it's not popping the best, unfortunately, on camera. And it does look a bit washed out in person. It's nice on those days where you don't really want to be overly blushed. But I was looking forward to, when I first opened this, was looking forward to maybe trying out some of the colours. But yeah, not for me, but we'll go into my done it pile. Day 13, now we're getting into something I will use. These are under eye bag patches. These are great. You can never have enough of these things. They're the little crescent moon things that you put on underneath your eyes. And again, it's such a huge box. Why is it a pain to open? Why is all the packaging so tight? Look at that little cat. Eee! I just want to open him up. When you finally get it out the box, this is what it looks like. It's just a little standard tub with the Northern Lights swirl across it. I've currently got some Revolution ones of these that are, it's a Powerpuff Girls themed tub, but they're just little blue eye things that are fine. They're a bit smaller, but these are really nice because they are nice and big. Now, the thing that confuses me, it comes with a spoon. When you buy these things from most of the people, they come with little tweezers because in the pot, they look like this. Little, ooh, just dripped serum all over my floor. Little half crescents that aren't the easiest things to get out. And definitely aren't the easiest things to get out with a spoon. Now I've got makeup on, so I'm not gonna put these on, but I do really like these. I've used them a few days actually since getting them. Leave them on for 10 minutes when you've got puffy eyes, really good on the morning, or like sort of half an hour before you're going to start putting makeup on. Leave them on for 10 minutes, bang, eyelids nice and unpuffed. I have a problem with these, I never know which way around to put them, and apparently it doesn't matter, apparently you can just do it however you want, but there are people out there who have opinions about the little curly tail should go under here, or if the rounded side should go under here. I find the curly tail on these sticks in my eye, they're ever so slightly too short, that's my only criticism about them. But they are really, really goopy with the serum. I've just wiped that up off my floor. Oh, that's where the slime's gone, so you're not going to see that the serum is nice and hydrating. But it is, I promise you. Under eye pads, I'm calling those a win. Day 14, false lashes. I don't really have much to say about these. They're false lashes. I don't wear them because unfortunately I have an adhesive allergy, so a lot of glues and stuff that you use affect my eyes, affect my skin. So I can't unfortunately wear these, they'll be going in my donate pile, but for people who do wear false lashes, I'm sure they're very nice. They look fine, a little bit dramatic for everyday use, but perfectly good for going out with. They don't come with glue, which I always find a bit pointless, like a little thing of glue surely can't cost that much. It does make them feel like a bit of a filler, but considering that the products in here are all full-size ones, I don't mind the odd filler here and there, but there's not much more I can say about these false lashes. Whoop. Day 15, some Body Oddy Body Serum Cream. Try saying that 3 times fast. Another cute packaging. Look, we've got another little kitty. This one looks like my old cat Squeak. Very cute. Another hard to open box, even though, oh, slightly better to open box maybe. Yeah, it's a tub of body cream. This one's really cute ass packaging. Like, it's got the swirl, it's got the classic sort of made by Mitchell hard plastic bottom. It's frosted plastic, not glass, but that's good because as somebody who drops things all the time, plastic is less likely to break. And then when you swirl off the lid, this is what the component looks like. It does seem to be full all the way down to here, so that's a decent amount. Let's see if it's got a weight on. Oh, it says on the bottom, 50 grams. So that's not a bad amount. It's a lovely thick cream. And this one smells a lot less offensive than the more liquid fluid serum that we got last week. In fact, that smells of something really nostalgic. I'm not sure what it smells of. It might be peach. Maybe it's something a little bit fruity, but it's so like a mild. It is just a just a hint of fragrance. So I feel like this one will be better for putting on and not assaulting the senses. So as you can see, it's a real super thick cream. Just rub some of that into my arm. Yeah, I don't think it's the most moisturising cream. It does feel a little bit like it just sort of sits on the skin. So we'll see how that feels as it melds into me. I'm not a huge user of things like this. I'm quite lucky in that my skin is fairly decent for a 38-year-old woman in an English climate. So this one might actually go to my mother, who likes this kind of thing, and will also equally appreciate the cat packaging. But yeah, vaguely inoffensive body serum. Day 16, this is one I'm actually excited about. This is a trio of liquid eyeshadows. Now, if anyone watched my roundup of sort of the 2024 What Am I Still Using video that I did at the end of November, then you will have heard me say I know he has produced liquid eyeshadows and I really hoped that he would put one in the calendar. And what he's done is he's put in 3, again in another hard to open box. Let me get the cat out. It just makes me so happy. Such a good tactile knife. Anyway, so these are the trio of liquid eyeshadows. We've got a pure solid black one that he calls Sleeping Tiger for some reason. Pure solid black, no sparkles. We've got one called Ice Bath, which is... Ice Bath? That's such a weird name. It's sort of a gold toned one. It matches very well with the liquid lip gloss, the glittery lip gloss that we got that I am wearing. You can see a little bit of a shine there. It's really comfortable. I really like this, and I'm not a lip gloss fan, and I really like this lip gloss, so worth it. Yeah, Ice Bath. It's vaguely gold. These are multi-chrome. I think it's like a gold-red shift, this one. I'll swatch it in a second and you'll see. And then finally, Hot Shower, which is sort of a purpley pinky shift. I will swatch all three of these, and then I will also actually put on both of the multi-chrome ones. Now my only problem with these is they are quite obviously liquid eyeshadows, so they go on liquid, and then they take forever to dry down, which is a little bit annoying, because it means you sat around for a while waiting for your makeup to dry before you can move on to the next step. Okay, so these are the colours. This is Sleeping Tiger, Ice Bath and Hot Shower. I think these two should be named the other way around. I don't get why the cool toned one is Hot Shower and the warm toned one is Ice Bath, but maybe that's a comment on, I don't know, something or other. It's probably not. It's probably just ridiculous naming conventions that makeup does. But yeah, there you go. You can see a little bit of shift, nice glitter, and yeah, I'm gonna put these two, one on each eye. I've put a black eyeshadow base down in preparation. You'll see I'm hoping that they pop a bit better over a black eyeshadow because they are quite sheer. They've dried down now quite well. I think they are quite smudgy though. Oh, no? Oh, that one is because it wasn't quite dried down, but like the black that we put on first, it's a little bit smudgy, but a lot better than I thought it'd be. So, let me just stick some on my face and I'll tell you what they're like on the eyes. I haven't actually used them on the eyes yet, so this will be both of us finding out together. I'm using the weird mirror that we got last week. I mocked it, but I have used it a couple of times. Still not the one I'd reach for if there was another one downstairs and available though. Right, give me a second. I'm just going to pop this eyeshadow on. Okay, so this is both of the eyeshadows on. This is Warm Shower or Hot Shower, whatever it's called. This is Ice Bath. They went on nicely, they feel cold. I realised that the best way to do it is obviously to do a thin layer first and then build it up. So this is 2 layers of colour, and it is showing, I'm not sure how much. Yeah, you can sort of see that they look brick. You can sort of see that there's a difference to them. I don't know, I'm just gonna mug at the camera for a second, show you my eyeballs. But yeah, they're cute, they're nice, they wear easily. I don't know how long they'll stay. That'll be the experiment. I will try and put something at the end of this video or here to sort of tell you how well they held up during the day, and yeah, I'll come back to you. But liquid eyeshadows, pleased. Day 17. This is a complete mystery when I opened the window. It just says pocket full of love, which didn't really give me much of a hint. It's got another cute little cat in the corner, as have I. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, hi, Break. He's calmed down. But this is cute as hell. This is so cute. Just wait. I actually like squealed when I saw this. Look. it's a cute little purse. Okay, so this bills itself as a little cosmetic bag. You ain't fitting anything in here, except maybe that trio of eyeshadows. It's not big, it's finger size. So maybe you could fit a couple of lipsticks in. Which, actually, now I say that, maybe for on the go if all you need is your lipstick and maybe a travel-sized powder or something. Oh, actually, I got the Tier Cushion Foundation, but rather than getting the big full-size one, because I wasn't sure if I'd like it or not, I just got the little mini travel-size one, and that would fit very well in here with a lipstick for touch-ups on the go. So I may have already taught myself around to this purse being useful as its intended function as a cosmetics bag. But even if it's not, look how cute it is. This is what I wanted the mirror to look like. Okay, so if the back of the mirror had looked like this, with cool ombres and blends of colour, and then had a stick, this would have been beautiful. I should be on the design team for Made by Mitchell. This is really cute. Look, there's the little M keyring. If your name begins with M, you're making out like a bandit with the Made by Mitchell stuff for like customization and initialization. That's not the word. Things with your name initial on, which, you know, I'd like. If this was an R, I'd go nuts over it. But this also comes off as well, so if you don't want it to say M, or you want to put this somewhere else, or you just want to, you know, replace it with your own letter, then you can do. Or you can leave it just clipped on like that. Yeah, cute little travel bag. Like I say, I don't know how useful this is, but it's cute and I like it, and ah my god, adorable. Good end to our 8 days. 8 days. So, how did the week go? Half and half. There's 4 things that I will use. I will use the Shine Slime, I'll use the eyeshadow trio, I'll use the under eye bag things, and I will use the cute little cosmetic bag. 4 things that I'm probably just gonna donate or give to people that I know. So the lashes, the curve case, the powder blush palette, and the body serum cream. They're gonna go to people, or they'll go in my box of things to donate. Like I say, at the end of the advent calendar, I'm going to put together a little box to pass on to somewhere. You know, there's always Christmas appeals, even if it waits till next year. None of this stuff looks like it'll go out the date. Like the body cream thing, like I say, I'll probably give that to my mum, so that'll be fine. Makeup has a lot longer expiration date, especially if it's not been used. So yeah, it's a half and half week. Not as good as last week, I don't think, but still pretty damn good in comparison to how I felt at this point last year. And I've got another 9 days to go. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Another 8 days to go. Because it is a 25-day advent calendar, it does the full Christmas Day thing. So I will open the next 8 days. They will continue to be opened daily on the shorts, which go up on my channel. And then I will probably do the review of those 8 days and a bit of a final thoughts in the time between Christmas and New Year, so 27th, 28th, 29th December, something like that. Which means I'll not see you till Christmas now, till post-Christmas now. So I hope that if you celebrate, you have a wonderful time. If you don't celebrate, I hope you enjoy some time off or earning some extra pay while your colleagues are having their time off. Yeah, enjoy whatever you get up to in the next few weeks, and I will see you shortly. I hope you come back to my mythos soon. Bye.